Jurassic World. Huh? I watched the new one today. I watched the new Jurassic World today. Wow. In the worst way possible. Wow. 7 main points. Alright. With the help of my trusty whiteboard, we're gonna navigate this together between pros and cons. Before I do the whiteboard, I just want to say about the history of the franchise, really. Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, Extinction? Whatever this one is, because I forgot the title already, because it's that fucking forgettable. Even the fucking Wampa hates it. See his fucking thumbs down? Fuck ass film, bro. Anyway. I've done the whiteboard.
Wow.
So, I've got the pros, the cons, and the little nitpicks. Nitpicks is low because there's no nitpicks to be had because it's all shit. Accurate Spinosauruses! Hell yeah! It's not like the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3, which is a cool Spinosaurus. I'll give you that. But my boy Spinosaurus has been nerfed pretty heavily over like the last fuck knows how long. But it's kind of nice to see him be represented in a positive way in this film, because they're like hunters and they're going after them for the first, not for the first, for about maybe half an hour, maybe. Actually, new whiteboard point, no stakes at all. You may be thinking of the food, probably best off, because it will always be a lot better than any Jurassic World film. I would gladly pay the money that I have paid to watch this new Jurassic Park film on a steak. I know you won't, Alec. Start off the cons. Fuck ass family, bro. Or what is the point in them? Get rid of them. I think that's 45 minutes max of screen, no, minimum gotten rid of. I am definitely certain it's just to get that runtime up there so that it's just as long as the other films, because the first one set a kind of expectation that they have to be kind of long. This family directly correlates to no stakes at all. I'm thinking specifically of the raft scene. And they also have the survival instincts of a fucking almond. So, survival instincts are not there. There's literally a scene where the boyfriend, who is hella unreasonable, and they're trying to get character progression out of him, but it's not working because you don't care for him. Because the writing is shit. The writing is awful. And he's on the edge of a cliff. He's like, yeah, so I found this, and he fucking falls down, you know.
Red nose.
Girlfriend goes up to him, and is like, where'd you go? He's down as well. And then the daughter, the little girl goes, oh, what's going on here? She's down as well. And then the dad's got his, you know, fucked up leg from being on a boat with the Spinosauruses and the Mosasaur. What is up recently with like leg horror, bro? Like, I watched Squid Game last night. She was fracturing her leg. Well, I forgot her name. 2. You know, like put them in. Except twos. What's up with leg horror, man? Why is everyone's legs being broken, and why is it kind of detailed? I mean, they couldn't go into much detail because it's a 12 for Jurassic World. But like, for Squid Game, man, her shit was swollen. Anyway, oh, that's another nitpick about continuity errors that I'll come back to later. Hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, fuck her family. Water raft scene. Daughter, so okay, there's a boat over there. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be back. Okay. She goes off to the boat. Oh my god. There's a Dilophosaurus? But, that one spits poison at the fat bloke in the first one. Hats off to the VFX artists. They also did a pretty good job. Apart from the green screen at times was pretty shit, especially in the scene with Mr. Nerdy Face. I forgot his name. He was good though. I liked his character. When they're going off the ledge to get the eggs from the flying dinosaur, I forgot his name. That's awful green screen there. Anyway, yeah, she finds the boat, and it's a raft boat. Then she wakes up a T-Rex. T-Rex falls. Is awake. What the fuck are they gonna do? Oh no! And then she's like, oh well, better open it. Again, survival instincts of an almond. It blows up, like not, but like, you know, like a raft should do. And then it blows up on its side, which isn't how a raft should blow up, but plot armor, plot convenience, and the T-Rex isn't there when the boat falls back down, so you can't, oh, what's going on here, man? From there, she gets the boat, and they get in the boat, her boyfriend, her little sister, and her dad all get in the boat, happy days, we're off and going. T-Rex chasing after them, they all get flipped out. Also, who knew T-Rexes could swim? Not this guy, because I swear they're not amphibious, yeah, but he still does it. Like, huh? If they can swim, then fair play, but I don't think they can, and especially considering how shallow that water looked. I mean, it went up to about here on her. I'm going to search up how tall the actress is, and then I'll be back with how tall the water actually would have been. Okay, so she's 5'5", I'm 6'1" without any shoes, which I don't have on right now. That you can probably, yeah. So she would have been maybe about here, and then the water would be about here. So that is walking height. And then the little girl, she's like, I never know, dinosaur's going to eat her. And you think the dinosaur's eating her, because you've grown pretty attached to the family because they're the only interesting characters. I mean, Mahershala Ali, I think that's how you say his name, and Scarlett Johansson. Good actors, bad characters. Characters aren't well written at all. Kind of boring, kind of basic. I don't know what I'm expecting from a high budget franchise sequel. Yeah, and then you think the child's been eaten, and you're like, no, actual emotional weight. Oh my god, the dad's gonna have to explain that to his mum, to their mum. Oh no, what the hell is going on there, man? She's not. It's just somehow, even if she was hanging onto the boat from below, she wasn't pulled up. I mean, the T-Rex grabs it, and then the boat kind of just folds in on itself. Take this Pink Floyd sticker, for example. Boat floating, T-Rex grabs it, pulls it up, and the little girl is like here. T-Rex grabs it. Girl should be dead. No, apparently she's vanished. Plot armor maximum. So yeah, family. What was the point in that? I mean, they're probably the most interesting part about it. Okay, the plot, boring as fuck. So, we got to assemble a team. We got to make a team. Spend 20 minutes making that team. Briefly introduce to everyone. Fine, let's do it. And they got to extract dinosaur DNA to make a heart disease cure. And about the plot with the team up for the first 20 minutes. Best way I can describe it is this South Park scene.
Along with me, I'm going to need a scientist, an engineer, and of course, a black person who can sacrifice himself in case something goes wrong. Let's see, anyone will do. Anyone who meets the qualifications. Oh, I know. How about...
Yeah, I get it. Fine.
yeah, they have to go to that. So they made that team. They're kind of okay. We got to go to this island to get the dinosaur DNA, to get the heart transplant, heart disease cure. Yeah, they got to go to the island to get this heart disease cure. Okay, yeah, cool, whatever. Kind of boring. What shenanigans are they gonna do on the way? They're on there. Have to get a mosasaur, flying one, and a big one. They obviously spent most of their time doing the mosasaur and choreographing what would happen with the mosasaur and writing the mosasaur scene, because the titanosaur scene is fucking boring. The nerdy guy, he's kind of like, okay, oh my god, they're distracted, go get their sample with this gun, which they use for the mosasaur as well. And then the dinosaurs start making out. I'm not joking, it's like the Avatar sex scene with the tails, but like a bit more boring. And then they copy Jurassic Park with the and then they're showing loads of sauropods. Yeah. Then they got to get the flying bird sample. And then okay, we're gonna do a hook. Whoosh, you're gonna go down this. You're gonna go down the side of this mountain with the bird eggs in. We don't know how the bird eggs are in there, but the mosasaur, they explain that because it's an outbreak from Jurassic World, it's the same mosasaur as Jurassic World. So it's got a tracker in, they can track it. That makes coherent sense. They stumble across the titanosaurs because they're trying to get from point A to point B so that they can get X filled, because they're not meant to be washed up on the island after the mosasaur. So yeah, from that point on, we don't know how the bird nest is there. We don't know why it's there. We don't know how it's there, apart from the fact that you can use reasonable thinking skills to say, okay, it's high. Oh, and there's also like weird Aztec ruins there as well, because naturally it's Central America, of course it is. And then after that scene, they meet up with the family again because the family got lost. They lost and split ways effectively after the big boat crash with the mosasaur. And Spinosaurs, scientifically accurate Spinosaurs make me happy. But yeah, and then they meet up with them, and then they get to point B. Okay, helicopter, awesome, hell yeah. This is the really important part where I say there's a prologue at the start of this film that introduces a big dinosaur called the D-Rex. Oh my god, the aura felt in the prologue is insane. You know, I think they probably could have killed off the scientist in a lot cooler way rather than the D-Rex kind of just grabbing him and you don't even see the no, he just grabs him and walks away like a kid on an Easter egg hunt. If Jurassic Park could do it with people's arms being ripped off, I'm sure Jurassic World can, especially considering how much of a juggernaut it is. And I'm telling you, this film is definitely going to get at least $1 billion in the box office, because that's what Fallen Kingdom did, that's what Extinction or whatever it's called did, that's also what Jurassic World did, that's also what every Jurassic themed entry has ever done. They're money cows, and they make so much money for Universal, it's insane. I'll be surprised if it flops. I'd like it to. But yeah, D-Rex from the prologue, they're at point B, helicopter comes, and then the D-Rex grabs that helicopter, bites into it, throws it about, bam. Okay, D-Rex, kinda big. But the entire time I was kind of just like, why did they introduce the D-Rex to us earlier in the film? Like, I would have preferred for the prologue not to be there, because then it would have more mystery around where the fuck these dinosaurs come from. Like the weird dinosaurs that are in the petrol station with them during the current scene that I'm thinking of, that looks like the Goblin King from The Hobbit, except he's got wings. It's kind of shit dinosaur design, and I understand they're mutants, but Wolverine was a mutant, he's kind of cool. The main problem I have with the D-Rex is not the fact that they didn't use him much, is that they didn't make him feel as scary as he should have been. especially through all of the trailers that all of the promo, majority of the promo, you know, the D-Rex was he was scary, and for the longest time I thought they were going to go back to the Michael Crichton roots of the first book. That was a fucking B, I think, of it being science fiction, sci-fi horror, like many of analog horrors that you can find on YouTube, which are perfect. I love them. Cue the scariest photo I've ever seen. I fucking hate it. I just wish they used it more as a horror, or just paste it during those scenes so that he was scary rather than just a commodity. I mean, in Dominus Rex, he was fucking awesome, and he was the main problem throughout Jurassic World. And there was still other stuff going on, so it's possible to do this with the D-Rex. You don't even have to show him properly. You can just give him different scenes of aura, you know. And if we're going for a more recent example, like the Alpha from 28 years later, you know, which I also think the Alpha was kind of watered down by Dr. Caligari calling him Samson. I don't know if it's Dr. Caligari, I forgot his fucking name. No emotional weight, we've gone over this, there's not any stakes emotionally, all of the crew just feel expendable, especially when you don't get to know half of them. The first one of the crew that die is a Frenchman. No, I'm not saying I hate him because he's French, wink wink, you just don't know him. I think there's like 2 scenes total. One of him on the ship, and then another one setting up the ropes for the birds and for the bird dinosaur. He's killed by this bird dinosaur, and then the other person that's killed out of the crew is the rich businessman that offers them the job. Which also, both of these scenes lead me to continuity errors. In both of these scenes, the French guy, he's being pulled up on the rope, and you're okay, come on, save him. Except you're not actually saying save him because you don't care. And if you knew him, you would be kind of wanting them to pull him back up to save him from a dinosaur because you're invested in him. But you're not invested in him, so who fucking cares? Yeah, he gets eaten, and you're like, oh, okay, he gets eaten because they pull up the body, and the dinosaur's obviously attached to the body trying to eat it. And then the rope is like, he swallows the manhole and he's got his harness on, so there's just rope dangling out of his mouth. Okay, I could do something with this. This could be a really cool scene for, okay, the dinosaur can be weakened, you know, could be a cool scene. Next shot, it's not even in his mouth. I tried to reason with myself in the theatre for this by saying, probably just ate it. That could be the reason why, but I don't fucking know, because nothing is explained. Second continuity error with the rich businessman. He's eaten as well, and he very, very vividly, like, handcuffs the case with the needed dinosaur DNA into the suitcase. He handcuffs himself, so like this. Like this. He handcuffs himself. Okay, he can't get away from it, and you're kind of thinking, well, this could be a bit of a spot of bother, because what if he's eaten? And then they lose all of it. Even though it would be a bad ending, it's a bad ending anyway. Anyway, he gets eaten, and his arm is still there. Like, it's bitten off, and to be fair, he's got the best death throughout the entire film, but it's not handcuffed anymore. I mean, I understand why it wouldn't be for the sake of the viewer, but wouldn't it also be more interesting if Scarlett Johansson's having to lug around a fucking arm? Give it more stakes, you know. Oh no, okay, this is a challenge, we're going to have to bring an arm with us. How are we going to explain this? We'll never know, because it's not stuck to it. Third continuity error. The dad from the fucking family, he hurts his leg, on the boat, as I said before, with the leg horror, and he's limping for most of it until they get until the latter half of the film, and they're in a drainage system trying to get to a boat so that they can leave the island because the helicopter's been eaten. He's fine. He's fine. In the drainage tunnel onwards, he's fine. Doesn't have a limp. He's running and walking completely fine. You can hear it pretty audibly snap. This isn't really a continuity error. This is just another nitpick. The days aren't well pronounced because when they land on the island, Scarlett Johansson's going, "Alright, we have 2 days. We have to survive for 2 days." Including this one. So in reality they have to survive like 2 nights, survive this night and survive that night. We're not surviving 3, 4 or 5 because this is not Freddy. Most of it's just the family. You don't see what the main crew are doing at night. Despite them being the main characters, you don't see what they do. And when I say that the only scenes are just them getting the DNA, I'm not joking. They don't have any close run-ins besides the bird, dinosaur, and even then that's just a bit boring. I didn't care much for it. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty upsetting film compared to the rest of the Jurassic films. I'm gonna do a quick whiteboard job for my ranking of them. Personally, don't lynch me because it may be controversial. Whiteboard ranking. So we've got great, okay, and just slop. Great, Jurassic Park 1 and 2. I love both of these films. Saw Jurassic Park 1 in cinema, excellent. Jurassic Park 2, actually really good considering it's not based around the first film, and I think it's not even based off a story by Michael Crichton. And I'm fairly certain there's a different book called The Lost World that they've kind of just threw in for the sake of it. I'll see if I'm right during editing. We've got okay with Jurassic World 1 and Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic Park 1 and Jurassic Park 3, I do believe they're kind of on the same tier. They're enjoyable, they're not bad, and they're just there, you know, nothing really wrong with them. I'm never going to forget the Jurassic Park 3 like telephone scene, and I'm never going to forget the Jurassic World Avarium scene or the final showdown between Blue and his raptors, and the T-Rex, not the Indominus. And the Indominus final scene is absolutely iconic by this point. Moving on to slop. Fallen Kingdom is definitely the best out of the later 3 Jurassic World films. Don't kill me, but I that's what I think it is. This one, Rebirth, I think. I forgot. I think it's Rebirth. This one, it's a lot worse than Fallen Kingdom, in my opinion. But it was also just a bit better than Extinction. I have a feeling it's wrong. I think it's Extinction. Final one of slop. Extinction. Extinction is just utter shit. Trying to get Alan Grant back in the story. Why would you do that? No. The action, the VFX was really cool, and the plot was just fucking boring. In conclusion, the Jurassic Park 1, the origin of Jurassic Park 1, what happens before that and how they actually got it, and the exposition, which is actually quite well done for as exposition goes, plus Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom gives you Rebirth, and that's not a match made in heaven. Overall, Rebirth is just sloppy. It's really poor compared to other films in the franchise, although you probably shouldn't compare it to Jurassic Park because, as I've said, it is actually one of the best films of all time. In conclusion, it's just shit. Thanks for watching though.